What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing today? Today I wanted to talk about sacrifices and how sacrifices can change your life and what they've done for my life. So, in my early life, I really made no sacrifices. I didn't have to, right? But as you grow and become a man, it's something necessary, I would say, to becoming a man. You know, life as a man is all about sacrifice, and the sacrifices you make to better yourself and be better for your family and to make your family better. The greatest men in history have always had to sacrifice, and it's something that's been a topic in my head quite a bit lately because of the move I made and pretty much everything that's going on in my life right now is a big sacrifice. And I was talking to a guy today about that, and we were just talking on the topic of sacrifice, and he really thinks I'm bonkers, completely out of my mind, which a lot of people do for some of the stuff I do, like, let's see if you can see in the background. Oh, that's a cardboard box instead of a table. I live very frugally, okay? I live very frugally because I'd like to help my people out more than myself, if that makes sense. So I sacrifice my comfort and my enjoyment to send money back home or to put into investments. Very rarely do I go out to eat, do I do any of those things. But like I told him, I feel like enjoyment, the word enjoyment is subjective, because I find enjoyment in going to the gym, improving, seeing my money grow. I go on hikes. I like being in nature. I like watching movies, like normal stuff, right? I just don't enjoy anything that's not furthering me to my goals, if that makes sense. And this was so hard for this guy to understand, but it's gotten me to where I'm at now. And I feel like if I stay on this trajectory, it will work out pretty well. And I suggest you do the same. I suggest you find out what sacrifices you can make in your life and make those sacrifices to live better later on. And to what extreme you want to do that, that's up to you. That's, it's your life. But I feel like, sorry, the camera cut out. But I feel like that is a huge part of becoming a man, is learning to sacrifice gratification now for success later. And I would suggest you to implement that into your life somehow and make the sacrifices needed to win later, And I know myself and a lot of others sometimes battle with this thought of like, well, what if I die? Okay, because we're all going to die. So what if I die tomorrow and I just delayed gratification all the time and I never got to enjoy anything? Well, that's where I would say to find things you enjoy that aren't detrimental to you. I think it's fairly simple. Like, there's several things you can do that you can find enjoyment in that aren't harmful to you. There's got to be. I refuse to believe that the only enjoyment you can get is from, things that are detrimental to you. I'm not going to give examples because it's all relative to your life, and it's not so black and white. But find those things that are holding you back from those goals you have. If you don't have goals, set goals and start to work towards those. there's a lot of enjoyment in that fact in itself, that you're moving towards your goals. And if other people don't understand the sacrifices you're making, man, leave them in the dust. Because I feel like it seems like the normal person who is so caught up in all this mess that the world has going on right now is never going to understand your viewpoint and the sacrifices you're putting in. They don't see where you're going, and they're not going that same place. So, yeah, just a quick thought. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because this is often a topic I struggle with, I would say. Because I do, like many other people, think about sometimes, like, am I sacrificing too much, you know? But then I look at the numbers in the... Nipsey Hussle has a good lyric. I mentioned his songs quite a bit. But if they compared where I was, or scratch that, if they compare where I'm at to where I started at, you know, they'd put me in a museum. I'm an artifact. Whew. That's facts. So look at where you started at. Look at the lifestyle changes you've made, and look at everything you've done to get to where you're at now, and continue to do that. Don't let others make you doubt yourself just because they don't see the vision. Just stick to it and be slightly delusional, because that's necessary in every great come-up story. They were delusional at first. They knew they could do it when others didn't believe, and when it low-key did not look like they was gonna make it. So that's all I got for today, fellas. I hope you guys are doing good. Let me hear from you in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.